After about 6 hours, sometimes 8, depending on how big a stock you're going to do here, this is about the time where we start to, we're going to kill the heat here and remove all of the goodies from our stock. And it starts off with a skimmer, whether it's the spider web like this or even some of those metal ones. Let the bulk of the liquid drip off and then into our colander where we'll reserve the rest of the liquid. I'll get all the big pieces out, and then we're going to use some cheesecloth to skim this down. That's going to help to remove the chunks, but it will leave, and if you look over the top of the water here, you can see all those little bubbles of fat. We want those because they are flavor. Now the reason that we put this in the colander is because all of those pieces dripped off the rest of that broth, and we don't want any to go to waste. If you have a fancy little piece of equipment in your kitchen called a chinois, which is basically a very fine sieve and or sort of a mesh strainer, you can use that. But if you do not have a chinois, with the help of a colander and some cheesecloth, you can get the same effect. And let me show you all I've done here is I've taken a piece of cheesecloth and I'm going to fold it over 4 times. And you can see there's some big holes here, so let's double this up. We'll fold it over once, so there's 2 layers. We'll fold that over again, so we've got a total of 4 layers, and we'll put that right over the base of what we're going to pour our stock into. And I go into my stock. I'll bring these 2 close together here so I don't get a lot of counter drip. And very slowly, we pour our stock right through the cheesecloth. And you can see, and I'll show you the end results here, just from the first pouring, you can see all the little pieces that get stuck there, but not in your finished product. But all we're doing right now, not worried about the fat, just those little pieces. I mean, one thing to have glumps in your gravy, another thing is to have whatever that is in your gravy. And we'll dump our now almost completely clarified stock into our container, and we're going to let this set. Something else that I do at home, I put this into an ice bath and I try to cool it down as fast as I can. The reason being, you don't want any foodborne illness, and not only that, it allows the fat to congeal and rise a little bit quicker. As a matter of fact, let me show you what it looks like after this is sat in a refrigerator for about 24 hours. Here we go. This is one that we did last night. We allowed to sit in the fridge, and you can see the fat has risen to the top, and now we have a very easily removable fat layer. As we get ready now to take this gelatinous gold, Thanksgiving gold, and turn it into the base, the body, for a lot of flavor for your meal. I think once you go through the work, yes, it takes a little bit of time, you two are still going to be saying in a special 3-part series, there is none better.